Hey everybody, it's Rachel from Burn That Butter. And today I went to Dollar Tree because I wanted to get some snacks, hopefully ones that were maybe like shelf stable, things that I could sort of stock up on for either my home for before or after a run, or maybe just if I wanted a little something to like up some of my macros, or for things to have at my office. Now, I also recently had made a post on the Lumen Facebook group about how at my office, everybody brings in all kinds of treats. People bring in donuts and candy and cookies and things like that. And I've tried to bring in kind of healthier things like cut up vegetables or cheese, and it rots. Nobody touches it, nobody but me. So how disappointing is that? Especially when you're in an environment where there's a little bit of a camaraderie / one-upsmanship as to, who's bringing treats in for the office, and boy, it's been a long time since you brought something in, sort of thing. Anyhow, that's a whole other conversation. But I found some things that really fit the bill for kind of all of those sorts of things today at my Dollar Tree, and I was pretty excited. So let's go ahead and get into my haul. So the first things that I'm going to do are products that you're probably more familiar with, and then some other things that may be like, new to you, and were certainly new to me. Okay, so the first one, and I was pretty excited about it. This is like a big sort of full-sized bar of Rice Krispie treats. Now, you may say, well, Rice Krispie treats, that's not so healthy. This is actually a really good pre-workout fuel if you are going to be doing a really like long run, or you're going to be doing like HIIT workouts, something along those lines, and you need some energy for fueling up. Apparently Rice Krispie treats are like kind of the thing that people are doing. And I was kind of psyched because this was a really big full-size bar. Now, this is 260 calories for the bar. And, but this will be great for bringing into the office as well. Okay, putting that to the side. The next one, and this is pretty exciting. This is sort of like a little individual package of the wonderful pistachios. Now they are in the shell, and these ones are roasted and salted. The last time that I was at the Dollar Tree, the variety that they had was like a salt and pepper one, but today all they had was just these plain ones with the salt, but that's perfectly fine. And this is just kind of like sort of the equivalent of like a good generous handful of pistachios, and this is 110 calories worth of pistachios, so putting that to the side. Okay, so the next thing is these are little True Lemon. There are 12 little, I'm gonna pull this open just in case you've never seen this before. I love True Lemon. They also make a lime one and an orange one. There's, some different flavors. And usually at the standard grocery store, they're in that aisle where perhaps there's seltzer and maybe sodas, things along those lines. But what this is it's a little tiny little pouch of dried lemon juice. And technically there's no calories that are in here. All that is in here is lemon, and then they've added a little citric acid and to it, just for preservative purposes and also for color. But this is just like dried lemon, and you can add it to your water. You can also kind of like sprinkle it in with like salad dressings, things along those lines, or even kind of like sprinkle it on like cucumber slices. That is absolutely delightful if you're looking for a little zip in your snack. But this box of 12, this is usually like a $2.50 box, and depending on which store you're at and whether it's on sale, but they were at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. So that's a good deal. Putting that to the side. Similarly, this is a passion fruit. There's no sugar added to it. There's no aspartame added to it. And it says that it's a good source of vitamin C. Now, if I open this up, I'll be honest, I haven't had this one yet. But, you know, Welch's is, you know, it's kind of a name brand. So this is kind of more of a larger pouch. It's kind of that nice size for being able to add to a water bottle sort of thing. And in this box, there are 6 of these little flavorings, and one stick is 5 calories and 15% of your vitamin C. So what is in here? The first ingredient is citric acid, and then it says that it does have sucralose in it, so that would be like Splenda, and some pectin and some other things too. But I thought, you know, I love the flavor of passion fruit, so this might be a little change of pace for helping me drink a little bit more water, and that's exciting. Putting that to the side. Okay, so the next up, and I was super psyched to see this at the Dollar Tree, Skinny Pop popcorn, like kind of this individual serving size bag. Now I know that like at our vending machines over at the hospital where I work at, like this is like at least $2 for the bag, but you know, $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. So this one, so this whole bag is 150 calories, and this one is a white cheddar flavored one, and then they also had just plain old popcorn one. This one is also 150 calories. So got those. Putting that to the side. Okay, so the next couple of things, these were really new to me, and I was like, wow, this is a great deal. So this is called Yams Snacks. Now I'm kind of looking here to see, it is a company that is out of Austin, Texas. It's kind of small with my old eyeballs here. Nuts LLC out of Austin, Texas. And what this is, so this little individual pouch is 198 calories, and these are pecans that are roasted and sprinkled with black sesame and chia seeds. And I thought, this sounds delicious for having at my desk when I need a little boost of healthy fats and also just, you know, a little bit of carbohydrates. So there is some protein that's in here, but you know, it's like 2.8 grams of protein for this. So, you know, be careful with nuts, because nuts aren't necessarily the protein bomb that, you know, that advertising and marketing makes them out to be. Not pecans anyway. Pecans are really more of a fat source, a healthy fat source. But this just sounds delicious, and I'm pretty excited about these. I stocked up on that. Okay, so then there was also another flavor of these, and also from the Yams Snacks, and these are pecans roasted with and sprinkled with coconut. So also 198 calories for this, and I am super psyched. Now they also had one that was just plain pecans, and I didn't get that because I was more excited about these flavors. Don't get me wrong, I love pecans, but for the same amount of money, I just figured, well, why not get these ones with like the little boost up of flavoring. Okay, so our next one, and as you can see, this is the size of my hand. This is a pretty good sized bag of nuts, and there are several different flavors of this. I only stocked up on the protein blend one. The other ones were a little bit more fruit oriented as a trail mix, but this one is peanuts, black raisins, almonds, pepitas, those are pumpkin seeds, cashews, and then dried sweetened cherries. And this whole container is 310 calories, which 10 grams of that are protein. So it is a calorie bomb, but you don't have to eat the whole bag. So, but for $1.25, and this is like 2 1/4 ounces, so that's a pretty good deal. And I stocked up on those as well. Okay, so the last 2 things that I bought were actually from the cereal aisle over at the Dollar Tree. And a lot of times the Dollar Tree cereals are like basically like super off brands, but these are from General Mills. I have not seen this before. I mean, this box is really it's not like a full size box, but it's pretty heavy. It is a 15.7 ounce box, so just about a pound's worth of cereal. And the cereal is called Plentiful. Now this one is peanut butter coated flakes with nut and seed clusters. It has 32 grams of whole grains per serving and 6 grams of fiber, 8 grams of fat, and then I'm looking at the nutrition label for the protein, and 6 grams of protein, which, that's not so bad for cereal. So if you have a day that you have a higher carbohydrate allotment for your day, I would not eat this before running, because that sounds like that would just be a runner's trots disaster. But maybe for afterwards, this might be a really good option, or for just eating by the handful. The flavor combination sounds excellent, and I'm super excited to try this. So yeah, so there's this flavor, and then there was one other flavor that they had, and this is what that box looks like. Same sort of basic thing. It's a little bit lighter, 15.7. No, so that was the same. Basically a pound of cereal, 32 grams of whole grains, 7 grams of fiber, 9 grams of fat, cinnamon, almond butter, coated flakes with nut and seed clusters. And this one is 6 grams of protein. So that's what I found at my Dollar Tree. The thing is that a lot of people say, oh, eating healthy is really expensive. My family can't afford it. The healthy foods, the fruits, the vegetables, that sort of thing, they spoil too quickly. I don't have room to store that in my fridge, that sort of thing. But there are options for you. You just have to have your eyeballs open, and you just have to be looking for these things. Now, at the Dollar Tree, sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. So unfortunately, when you see something exciting like this, you kind of have to grab it. So good luck with your diet and exercise program. Good luck with your healthy eating and healthy lifestyle. Right now, I am at 171 pounds. So I started at 280. So you can do the math there. And I'm at the point where my progression at this point is much slower, but when you don't have quite as much weight to lose, it is going to go slower, and you do have to be steady and consistent and really just eyes on the prize, and look at the long-term picture. But you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And if you're training for a marathon like I am, best of luck with that, and just have an amazing day. I love you all. Thanks so much. Bye.